Hi, Libra rising sign. Here is your weekly forecast starting on the 4th of May until 13th of May. So, welcome back to my channel. We are going to be breaking down this 10-day astrological weather so that I can help you navigate the time ahead of you. I think it's quite a pivotal 10-day window. I think you are currently navigating a complex tension between your private resources, the deep commitments you hold, and your public career trajectory. We have transits hitting your eighth house, the house of shared assets psychology, as well as your 10th house, the house of public status, and quite a beautiful shift in your 11th house, the house of community as well. So, this is a time where your partnership, both personal and professional, are going to be quite crucial or cruciable through which you find your next level of success. So by the end of this video, you will have a tactical plan for managing your finances, your career, and your social growth. So let's get into the timing. But before we do that, I would like to invite you to my upcoming course. It's a 16-week relocation master class series. I'm going to be teaching you minimum 6 techniques to determine the best possible place to live so that you can find a happy life. You might want to check out the syllabus on my website, AstroViktor.com. And then I hope to see you there. But on the 4th of May, Ceres is in Taurus, 8th house, sextile Jupiter in your 10th. So this is a resource alignment transit, really. You are finding that the most effective way to nurture your career is by potentially leveraging your shared assets, whether it's a capital from a partner, a loan, or simply utilizing the expertise of yours or even others. But it's about you trying to make cash, basically. So you can invest into tools. You can upgrade an equipment, software, potentially that helps your career. Maybe you can reach out to mentors or potential business partners who can help fuel your professional expansion and also ensure your shared financial agreements are quite optimized as well. This is not a period to be passive. Don't wait for others to kind of hand you the resources. Ask for what you need. Ensure the money you are using is for structural growth, not necessarily kind of superficial matters or just wanting to spend money and buying a new pair of shoes. Maybe we need those new pairs of shoes just to look presentable. In that case, it's fine. And even if the energy is supportive, be very diligent about the financial agreements that you are about to be making. Mercury is in your eighth house as well, squaring Pluto and Juno in your fifth. So this is a bit of a tension there. You might feel that your creative passion or your romantic interest is kind of draining your resources or demanding too much of your time. Pluto here is asking for a total transformation in your love life or even regarding your creative projects. While Juno suggests you might be tied into a commitment that feels stagnant and I just want to break out of it. You know, if a creative project or a person is kind of taking up all your kind of mental bandwidth, use your Mercury ruled logic to detach, to assess. Set financial boundaries. Keep your personal money separate from your romantic or creative entanglements. And maybe you want to be seeking for an objective advice as well, especially if you feel stuck, to talk to someone kind of neutral. Don't make impulsive financial decisions. Don't let money to a lover, or don't fund a creative project out of guilt. Or maybe this is not even a day when you should be funding a creative project of yours. Don't get pulled into power struggles, because it can feel like that the partner is trying to control you, controlling your choices. Just step back. And Pluto and Mercury is a truth serum, so maybe this is also about having to talk through intimacy matters with a partner. And if a commitment feels manipulative, just listen to your intuition too. Hmm. Pallas and Neptune are meeting up in your seventh house. So this is you gaining a new understanding of the pattern of your relationships. So you may suddenly see why you attract certain people, or you may have an intuitive breakthrough about a partnership that has been a bit confusing. It's a day to bring your dreams around partnerships down to earth with kind of like a strategic plan. You can communicate your vision. So let's collaborate, let's have an idea, but make sure that you voice it clearly. Definitely, it's about observing the patterns. Watch how your partners are reacting to your goals. It tells you a lot about the future, about the next 4 years, really. And if the partnership feels fated or right, it likely is. If it doesn't, then most likely it is not. Now, don't fall in love with the potential of someone. See them for who they are. That could be one of the downfall of this aspect. Don't rush to sign, for example, a contractual agreement. You need to be waiting a little bit until the fog clears. And also, this could indicate playing the role of the martyr. So don't sacrifice your wisdom just to keep the peace. Libra, you are famous for trying to be too nice. Demeter enters your 11th house until 6th of August. So your social circle is kind of like a bit of a garden that you need to be tending because you can gain out of that. So you can really get to know the right people. You can build your community. It's about you nurturing your community. The more you will provide for them, the more they will provide for you as well. It's kind of like you becoming a host of a social gathering, an event, for example. So you can really use, if you're a social media star, for example, to do an event, and that could bring you finances later on. And this is also about you leveraging your network for your personal as well as professional growth. So I would say that you can give advice to people, you can share contacts with your friends, you can support your friends. Also, you might need to think about what kind of community you want to build because you can really start now. However, you are needed in your community, so show up. Don't be a wallflower, really, but don't give away all your time either, because you need some accessible for yourself as well. And don't ignore your own goals because your friends are kind of like demanding of some sort. Demeter is going to be opposing Pluto. So that could be bringing up a bit of a power struggle there. Now we've got Sun in Taurus, sextile Jupiter in your 10th house. I love that because this is a professional payoff. This is a bold step potentially in your career in a way. You are securing your resources somehow. So you finalize an investment, you are feeding money into your career so that it can grow a little bit. It's about you feeling more confident. Maybe walk into that workplace with confidence and then have a chit chat with your boss because Mercury is about to be making a sextile to Jupiter as well. And it's even about you acknowledging people who helped you get there. So be kind of thankful, maybe to your audience. But it's also allowing others to see your professional wins, really. And also don't hide away from the fact that sometimes we need support. So you can ask for support because that is going to bring you that expansion you need. Like I said, Mercury is making that sextile to Jupiter as well. Vesta enters your seventh, Bacchus enters your 10th. So I think that Mercury Jupiter is great for financial conversations about pay rise, for example. With Vesta, I think you are getting dedicated to a partnership. It's kind of like taking a vow. So it could be a marriage, a business contract, or just a serious contractual commitment. It's about committing fully to the right partner, but don't let your duty overshadow your passion, though. With Bacchus going into the 10th, it's about finding pleasure in your public role, finding pleasure in the career that you do. And it might be also about you enjoying being the face of your work. But don't treat your career as just a job. It must be something that you celebrate or you can be kind of proud of. So there is a bit of a intense financial and partnership friction happening this week for you. But I think you become more visible. You are building your community. You potentially meet new people. You are getting committed to certain type of contractual agreement and collaborations, which is going to be solidifying your place in the world. So I hope you found this forecast helpful, and if you do so, please like the video and subscribe for more. I'm Victor Simon, and I will see you in my next forecast. Take care. Bye bye.